Alright guys, welcome back. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the deck list that I was gonna play. It won't be exactly the same because there's no point in playing that deck because it was just for the one day. So I changed it up how have been working on it ever since. But it's pretty much like it's. Let me just get to it. I'll explain to it after. It's a 3 Gofu, 3 Undyne, 3 Nimble Angler, 3 Nimble Manta. And of course you have your garnets because you need to play them. Okay, so you play your frog engine as well. Okay, so that, then of course just maxi. All right, so for those of you that don't know what these guys do, it's Nimble Angler. Whenever it's sent from your hand or deck to the grave, you can special up to 2 Nimble monsters. Of course, like if you want, you can play 3 Earth. I mean, yeah, 3 Earth to make Mrs. Radiant faster. But the reason I play it is because it's water, and you can just pitch it for Swap Frog. That's the main reason. And it works with Starboy when Miss Starboy comes out, so it's gonna be really cool. And so that gives you just a 1 card Starboy. Then you can still do whatever you want with Undyne. And normally what you do is like, in this sense, you just special the Gofu, get tokens, go spider. And if you really want to, you can special this off the spider, yeah. So that's pretty cool. And then you just make Mrs. Radiant. And I'll show you the extra deck at the end. Okay, so then you have your traps. There's no spells in this deck. You have your order, warning, and your triple strike, and then you have your paleo. The most standard ones that they're just really good. This has always been iffy. I'm not sure how good it is, but I don't know, it's okay. And then breakthrough. I like breakthrough because like against the Draco matchup, having a double card for the dynamite is really good because like you can activate it and then try to chain it and you just negate it. That I really like that, and especially because you can do it in your turn, so you can like, let's say, okay, you want to like not use it, wait for them, and then just banish something, and then just banish it from grave, negate the dynamite. It's really cool. I think that's really good. It kind of levels the playing field, kind of, because if once you start snowballing that dynamite, it's like, oh dude, like they get so much advantage of it. So yeah, let me show you the extra deck. Okay, so pretty much, hang on, let me just hide this. Okay, let me just quickly just put it here. Hopefully, there's enough room. Okay, you have your tokens. Okay, then you play Deco Talker, Mrs. Radiant, and Double Link Spider, and you play one of the Paleos, 2 Paleos, Cat Shark, Triple Toad, and these are your Synchros. You play Trish, Omega, Beals, Clearwing, and let me just quickly scoot this over. Scoot it over. And your Black Rose. I mean, of course you can change it, but this is what I felt like the most you've gone into. I think I'm gonna play a 5 though, cause like sometimes you have the Gen X in hand, and you just want to like make a 5, and it's gonna be either both of these or just one of these, just for the fact of whenever you have a paleo and you have that, because you can't go total, like you can't go totally all the time. So you want to just have that situation where you can have that, because sometimes you have a spare nimble on the field, you get to summon that and just either go Chambara or go Armades, and that comes up quite a bit. But that's pretty much it. Like you have the option to link much more with this deck because the tokens have become much more useful, and the fact that you can use these as spiders is really cool. And that's pretty much it. You just want to incorporate different options, like Paleo loses straight up to Draco. Like if it's pure, like if you're playing pure Paleo, you're gonna have a really tough time against Draco. Like unless you have like a really teched out. Like of course the main obvious one is maining Gamma-Seal because that's an instant out to masterpiece, and it synergizes with this guy, and it synergizes with Toad, so that makes much more sense. But I like having the option of going into synchros, which is really good. Like there's times where you can go Beal, like normally what you do Let me quickly just give you an example of what like just these two cards is pretty decent. It gives you the option to just not set your back row if you know you're going up against Draco. Like let's say you just go you go special, activate effect, you get your 2 tokens, and then you summon well you not yet, don't summon yet. You get clogged and you go double link spider. Keep it in your hands. So you go link spider, right? And then you just go Mrs. Radiant. And then now you summon your your Undyne. And you send where the hell is it at? Oh, it's over here. You send Angler. And what's really good is because it's cost. So I really like that, because that means that even if they ash it, they'll have to ash this. And then you add this. It then activates, and you special your mantas. So that's really cool. And then you can just go into either Beals or Omega, because Omega is good because you can recycle your Paleos. I really like that. So you go either that, and then you can just go into what's his face, Opaminia. So like that way, if you have like a bunch of traps in your hand and you don't want to set them, you can just keep them in your hand. And then like especially if you know you're going up against Draco, you can just keep them in your hand and not set them. Of course it's kind of obvious that they do that, but the fact that they know that you're kind of doing that, it doesn't matter. You know that you won't lose against, like if you were to set them, you'll lose to the them tributing spell, a Draco spell, or like, you know what I mean? Like they can pick up on your board that way. Whereas this way, you keep stuff in your hand, and if they pop your stuff, it doesn't matter, because then you still have these for next turn, and they've already used their wave of popping your stuff. You know what I mean? And then you can just even if they try to try to play around that, you can still use them on their diagram. Like there's no way around it. You can still use it. They have to get rid of this first, so they're gonna have to tribute their spell, waste it, and not pop anything, not plus anything off of it, and then have to pop this first, and that's fine, because that's what you want. You want to protect this, because this is what kind of controls the game. And yeah, it's pretty much that. And then you just snowball into making these guys as well. Really cool. And like even if you just open it, like sometimes you might open it doesn't matter, because you might open up frogs, so that's not too bad. Like you can just pitch Angler for swap, and that's pretty insane. And it's much easier to make this guy with the nimbles. Like it's really easy to make him with this guy. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like it's pretty much the same. So most of you are aware of what Paleo does, and then to combine that with Synchro, which is what I love dear. Like this Synchro is just insane. But you can change your synchros. I felt like this is what I went to the most. Like with Dynamite, I'm pretty sure you can negate with this Dynamite. Once per turn to your player's turn, when a level 5 or higher monster activates effect on the field, you can negate the activation. If you do this right, okay, so like if Dynamite activates, then you can just negate it. So that's really cool. That's pretty much it. I was playing something similar to this for Worlds, but I forgot it. But I was using well, there's no point in talking about it because it already happened. But anyways, yeah, it's been pretty good. I like it so far. The side deck is a bit different. It varies. It really does. But sure, Mask of Restriction will be going in, for sure. And then I've placed Magic Deflectors. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty cool. Try it out. Let me know what you think, and I'll do a profile with the hero deck that I've been testing with as well, because that's pretty awesome. That Dark Law and Plasma, like it's not meant to be like an OTK. It's more like a setup type of thing, because Dark Law alone is really good against Draco. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.